We are not to glory in what God has given us, but to glory in him. Jeremiah equally says that, 9:23-24. Therefore, reason 2 says, to acknowledge our heritage. Galatians chapter 3 verse 29 depicted that too. Number 3, to fulfill the covenant. 2 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 11 says that. Then number 4 says, to show my love. In the book of Songs of Solomon 8 verse 7 says, and I quote, many waters cannot quench love. The love for you is abundant, is grace you cannot fathom. And that is why you must always understand that giving is to be able to embrace, to be restored, to appreciate him so that he can multiply you, just like he did to our forefathers in the Bible. We are all conversant once again with the story of Abraham and Abimelech. And I know God in his infinite mercy will bless and uphold you. Point number 5, reasons why you have to give, as in tithe, as in your offering to Jehovah Lord, is to fulfill an obligation. Matthew 23:23. When you pay tithe, this ought ye to have done, and not to leave the other undone, because by that it will bless you more than you can imagine. And with that, I leave you with the first and second lesson of today. And I believe that by the special grace of Jehovah Lord, may God grant you and I the spirit, the mindset to be able to fulfill that is right, so that at the end of the day, there will be abundant food in the house of the Lord, that for a Levite like me will be able to eat, will be able to treasure, and be able to discharge and dispense to pray for you, to be able to carry out a lot of responsibilities in the house of the Lord. In you doing that, do not forget that it says, and I quote in prayer, that it will remove every years of your locust, every years of your diseases. Those therefore plagues and diseases will not visit you or visit your home. So that in doing that, it will restore you. So that in doing that, the fulfillment of the prophet Haggai will come to pass. That it's time to build the house of the Lord. As you build the house of the Lord, God will build your house, not only on earth, in heaven as well. When you do that, as you give out the substance, you will never lack material things. So get it straight and get it to understand that it is not to the clergy or to the pastor you do this to, but fulfilling the rightful obligation of Jehovah towards your life. And that is why the second lesson gave a prayer. Likewise, the first lesson did too. That whenever we do that, God removes cankerworms out of our lives. There are some insecticides and pesticides that paraded our crops. There are some instances of situations that we cannot enforce or we cannot compel ourselves to. But hence, God above all raise us mightier over it when we do that. I ask and I pray that you, children of God, that you are listening to me, I don't want to go too much into details about it because it's a different topic. I want you to understand the reason. Not that I'm shelving it. I want to preach the season. That's what I mean. I want to talk about what we are going through now. I want to talk to a mind now to be courageous. I want to say something to a life who feel like it's abandoned. I want to talk to a life who feel that because of the reason of status, he's not been able to cope with the situation right now. That God knows best. God knows your desire. He knows your needs and your wants. But nevertheless, do not forget that in Amazing Grace Parish, every week we have reasons to go out, to reach out to people. That's why the lockdown, but by special grace. That if you need any help, I'm being honest with you, our hospitality, our project, charity project is ongoing. You can register with us on the Facebook. We will reach out with you because God is the one only that protects us. He's the one that guides us. He never should. He will never abandon us. I can understand your situation. That is why I'm not going to really talk about tithing. Don't get me wrong if you are following me. I want to get myself closer to you as I am one like you. There's nothing that makes me to be different to you, but because of the grace of Jehovah to be clergy, to be ordained to the order of Melchizedek. So I'm reaching out to you today again in my sermon. If you have a pen now, let's go into it. I've been able to give you 5 reasons and points why you have to tithe, why you have to give it out as a substance, why you have to be engaged in offering, that you are not doing it for a priest, that you are doing it to the glory of Jehovah, your creator. Get your pen and paper. I want to preach the first Sunday of May due to the circumstances we are now presently. Children of God, I want you to say wherever you are that you are more than a conqueror.